I got the privilege to test one of the most known variable ND filters in the market right now with hard stops. As you know, I tested and compared a lot of ND filters in the past. ND filters for drones, ND filters for Osmo Pocket Camera, ND filters for Osmo Action Camera and a lot more, and you can find them all linked in the description. Today I went out to actually prove myself, is there any difference between all these three ND filters. Build quality, color cast, color rendering, is there any X pattern when stopped down to the maximum, and also the package that comes with these ND filters. So we have here the POLAR Pro Variable ND Filter Peter McKinnon series, FREEWELL Variable ND Filter and MOMENT Variable ND Filter. Let's go straight to the build quality and package. All the three filters came in with their respective protective case. The POLAR Pro Peter McKinnon series with a plastic aluminum finish lock magnet case, with a generally easy to open and take out the filter. The FREEWELL came in also with a plastic case, this time transparent, magnet opening and soft padded inside, also really eatable and great to use. MOMENT Variable ND filters came in with a round metal shaped case. The case is small and it takes less space, but it's really a pain in the ass to open it and the clear surface don't give you so much grip. So if you plan to buy the MOMENT Variable ND filter, get a decent case. Let's go straight to the build quality. All three filters have their different design rings and rotatable grips. The FREEWELL with a more compact design where the ring don't face out more than your lens. It's fairly easy to use and I didn't find any problems. The POLAR Pro is also almost as compact as the FREEWELL one, with a little more grip on the outer part. The MOMENT Variable ND filter is the biggest in comparison to the lens attached, due to the rotating ring being bigger than the mount. If you are fine with that, it will give you the best grip out of the three. The glass element design. Every manufacturer embeds a color coating finish that reflects. FREEWELL Variable ND filter has a more neutral reddish magenta tint on the glass. The POLAR Pro has a more reddish yellowish neutral look. The MOMENT Variable ND filter has a deep reddish color finish that stands out and makes itself more visible. As long as it does not affect the footage, it should be good. And we are ready for the footage test. I tested it with my Sony a7 III and my Sony a6400 using the Zeiss 55 mounted on them and also using my 16-35 f4. All the shots were shot in manual with a locked exposure and locked white balance at 4400 kelvins. In the test made with these three filters, I got always the same results for each filter, no matter the light scene. I got really interesting results. Let's go and analyze the footage. Every ND filter when applying the maximum ND stop or whatever ND stop will give you a different color cast. It's the way that these filters like this works. The MOMENT Variable ND filters gives me always the same result, a desaturated look with less colors, with actually making the sea more grey, kind of a neutral with a magenta tint in it. No matter what test I have done, the color of the sea just vanished. In all the FREEWELL test shots we have a different story, no matter what the light source is. The sea color gets a little more vibrant look and a more saturated than the variable ND filter from Moment. Polar Pro variable ND filter goes in also on a third story. In all the shots there is a visible bluish reddish note with the sea behind with a deeper blue note. All the ND filters mounted on a wide-angle lens stopped at the maximum ND stop will give you the vignetting on the corners no matter what brand you use. And I will just go straight to the conclusion and what I think about these ND filters so you have the footage so you can think on your own. If you use just one brand throughout the day, you will get just one color cast and actually a consistent image that you can color grade easily after that. If you are switching in between different brands for your shooting or a project, well, you will get different colors and different color casting, and then you will have a harder time color grading and matching all the footage that you shot throughout the day. So if you combine 3 different variable ND filters, you will get something like this. If you want to avoid any X pattern on a wide angle lens, I would always recommend to get a fixed ND stop just like this FREEWELL ND64, and then you will be more than fine and you will not get the X pattern when stopped to the maximum on a wide angle lens. FREEWELL is the cheapest out of the 3 because it's able to produce and make its own production facility in China, and FREEWELL is also actually based in China, so it's able to lower the cost. Polar Pro and Moment are US based companies that actually design the products in the US and then find a contract manufacturer that will produce the filters for them. So the story goes like this. They will all do a great job stopping down the light entering your sensor, just there is a different color casting in each filter. The variable ND filters from FREEWELL will be the cheapest and starting at just $99 for one pack, and for the whole set you will just have to pay $200. And then we have the Moment variable ND filter starting at $149 for one pack, and both packs will give you up to $279. And then we are going up and up on the price, and just for one ND filter from Polar Pro you will have to pay $279. And if you have, or if you want the whole package, you will have to pay $449. So the Polar Pro are the most expensive ND filters in this test. Remember, these tests were made based on my experience of testing ND filters and also with my cameras. It could differ using different cameras and lenses. Thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe with the bearing icon to get notified every time I make a new video, and see you on my next one.